Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to Let's Play Hearthstone League of Explorers. A new adventure for Hearthstone has come out, and I love these adventures. I mean, they're not like the real game, necessarily. The rules are all very different, but they're really fun and exciting. I've really enjoyed Naxxramas and Blackrock Mountains. They are fun and unique fights and encounters, and of course you have to defeat them to unlock certain cards. All of the adventures, come with new cards, and the only way to get them is by completing the adventure itself. You can't just craft them directly or get them in packs or anything of that sort. You can expect lots of stupid moves, missed lethals, just dumb plays in general over here, but hey, it's okay because it's not, you know, we're not playing ranked in here. So I haven't played this at all. I haven't actually even gone through all the card lists and spoilers. I've seen a few postings here and there, but I don't know what most of it is in general. So we're going into these encounters mostly blind. I won't know what the mechanics are. I won't necessarily know the optimal way to play them. It's just going to be fun. So we're going to start off the Temple of Osiris, or Orsis, sorry. And we are looking for pieces of the Staff of Origination is the main plot for this storyline. From what I've read, this might actually be one of the most fun adventures there is so far, which is pretty awesome because I enjoyed a lot of the other ones, but it sounds like they really went out and made some fun encounters over here. So I'm looking forward to that. Of course, only week 1 is unlocked at this point. All right. So this is, you're playing with the League of Explorers, who are people from the Warcraft universe. You can find some of them in World of Warcraft, for example. They go to strange, unusual places looking for cool artifacts and information about the past. And that's it. We're just playing alongside with them. So, first encounter, what do we have here? Yes, of course, you gotta rub the lamp, right? So we're gonna be fighting Zinaar over here, who's got hero ability, cost him 0, draw a card, give your opponent a wish. That is interesting. So, without knowing anything else about what's going on here, I'll just choose one of my standard sort of, I don't know, I like Ramp Druid. Sure, let's use some Ramp Druid. By buying the adventure, you do unlock the Explorer's Hat and the something torch. I haven't put those into the decks yet. I really like the Explorer's Hat. It's quite cool, actually. I'm trying to remember, it's, the Explorer's Hat is, like, something you can re-equip. Like, I can't remember, does it give a minion, like, +1/+1, but that minion gets a death rattle, where if it dies, it puts the Explorer's Hat back in your hand? It's something like that, so you don't really lose the Explorer's Hat unless someone silences you. So let's find out how this works. Hello, Zinaar. Alright, well with Ramp Druid, you definitely want to start with Ramp. Theoretically, not too much Ramp. Darnassus Aspirant is a great early pick, and obviously the Wild Growth is as well. I guess I'll send back Lothab. I'm going to get to go first, which is interesting. No coin, which means I don't have a first turn play. I mean, really, I'm trying to remember what I have in this deck. Hello. Sup? Great chin. So this is new. They didn't have this sort of like voice storyline in some of the other ones. Extra little detail. So let's click things. We've got a crystal we can sort of tap. We can do that. Oh, it went out. All right. We can hammer that in. Anything with the pick? No, it just jiggles. All right. It's a very important first step. Oh, we broke a pot. Excellent. We've got coins that just go nowhere. Okay. Got another pot over there. Can we crack that? Ooh! We got blue magic that comes out. Okay, that seems to be all of it. What else we got? Whoa! Alright, we activated a trap there, trying to grab that crystal. Now that's interesting. This now lit up. You see that? Oh, now it's fading out. Interesting. Pull that. Doesn't not trigger arrows? There we go. Expected that. Oh, we smashed that a bit, but not very exciting. Okay. Oh, wait. Huh, it's got room for something. Shoot it with another arrow? No? Oh, this has got to do something. Okay, this thing here, I wonder if you can turn this and it triggers something. I don't know, I bet you there's something. Anyway, let's start playing. No turn 1 drops. I do have the 1 casting cost spell that can put 2/1/1 minions in or deal 2 damage, which is nice. Okay, you wish, so he drew a card, and I got, ooh, a Discover a 4-cost card. And it's free. Well, I may as well use it right away. I love the discovery mechanism. What the? Wisps. And you've got the pit snake. Interesting. Alright, I don't think there's any reason not to use Wish for Valor at this point. I do not have anything that will trigger on a spell, I don't think. So I may as well use it now. So I love the Discover mechanic. So it gives you, just like in the arena, it gives you 3 cards to pick from. So it's sort of like draw a card, or it's sort of like the Hunter card that lets you spot the top 3 things. But these are not cards from your deck. They're just 3 cards that are either neutral or from your class, and that's it. And this card here, guaranteed a 4 casting cost one. Another Keeper of the Grove is probably an excellent one. There's something to be said about Stormwind Knight, actually. It's got pretty good power against like weenies like this, just come out and kill some stuff right away, but I think Keeper of the Grove is always a good pick. If I do put out Ancient Allure, or sorry, the Darnassus Aspirate, it's just going to get killed by the Pit Snake right away. I could just Hero Power, but I think the thing to do actually will be to Wild Growth. That way next turn I actually can use the Keeper of the Grove to kill off the Snake, and then put a 2/4 out there that can deal with these Wisps. Not that Wisps are generally a big problem, but that's going to be my logic. So you wish again, so you can get lots of extra cards. It's nice that he's willing to grant wishes while trying to kill us. Discover a 4-cost card. It's the same thing. I wonder if it's the same thing every time. Oh, see, now that's a tough decision. It might, in fact, be quite tempting. Oh, there we go. Solution drawn. I was going to say it might be tempting to have Keeper of the Grove kill off the Whirling Zap-O-Matic over here. Because that's a lot of potential damage, right? But then again, it'll just die to the Pit Snake next time. Still, it would have 2 for 1. However, the swipe will be better. That being said, no reason not to wish again. Again with the Stormwind Knight. Interesting. They keep trying to give me that. I don't know if Bite, I don't think... I mean, it's basically a removal. You can kill off a creature with Bite, which is pretty handy. I really, really like the Savage Combatant, though. And it's something that stays around on the board. I do have a lot of creatures, and you know what? I only have the 1 spell in hand. I'm actually going to take the Bite, even though it's not something you'd ever put in the deck, whereas the Savage Combatant is really good. I'm just going to do that. Next turn is probably going to be my Druid of the Claw play anyway. Alright, same thing. Oh, this was just Discover a Minion, not a 4 casting cost card. Oh, I love the Fierce Monkey. Great new spell over there. Excellent new spell. Picked up another swipe.
Did I ever tell you about the time I infiltrated the ogres of Dire Mall in disguise?
I've done that. That was great. Oh my god, actually, that's one of the first videos I ever made on this channel, was a video explaining how to do something like that Dire Mall run. With disguises and things like that to get special rewards. It would give you a buff. You'd give you what? The King of the Ogres buff that you'd then use for raiding? I don't remember. I love Fell Reaver. I think it's a great, fantastic card. Losing 3 extra cards doesn't really matter because they're cards that effectively you're not going to see. I mean, ooh, top 3 cards, whatever. It's randomized, right? You don't know what the order of this is, so you can just assume you're losing cards from the bottom of your deck that you'd never see anyway. It works really good in an aggro deck, which is either going to win fast or lose fast. However, this is not as fast, so I'm going to actually take the Druid of the Claw this time around. And I think I'm going to play a Druid of the Claw. It's actually also tempting to put down the Azure Drake for more card draw. Either way, it survives the Monkey. Alright, let's go ahead with the Drake. Not playing down that Aspirant, so we're not getting the ramp that we might like. Although next turn I can go Aspirant plus something else that costs 4. I gotta make sure actually to dump more than 1 card down here, because otherwise my hand is going to overflow. Another Aspirant.
Well, how about sneaking through the Blackrock Lyceum to acquire?
Yes.
I've done that too. I think. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. I'm thinking of another Lyceum. What I'm thinking about doing here is dropping a... oh yeah, I can't do another Druid of the Claw, actually. Never mind. I was going to say another Druid of the Claw so that I can defend this. But I think I'm actually going to go ahead and use another swipe. Do this. Clear the board on his side. Protect my dude. Oh, I probably should have wished for power first. More spells. Yet Starfall is not something you'd normally put in the deck, but it is some hella good clear, and it does, synergize with my current spell power. I've already got a Bite. Let's go and do that. You can't use it to kill, is the one downside to Starfall. But it's interesting to, discover cards that I'm not putting in my deck normally. No, another spell. You're gonna Lightning Bolt, okay. Which one are you gonna kill? The 4 damage or the one that gives me a Mana Crystal? The 4 damage. Oh! that going to go to face? No, it's going to go there. Interesting. Alright, that's fine. Hey, and innovate. A little bit late, but it's not totally inappropriate. I don't have my kill combo right now. Although... Nope. Deal damage. Equal to hero's attack to him. No. I think we'll Mark of Nature. Nice permanent upgrade to a critter. Yeah, we'll probably do some bigger innovative. I don't need the cards right now. I think what I'm going to go is do some charge minion stuff. And just start the beatdown. Innovate. More charge. Go. Alright, feeling okay now. Guys keeps getting a lot of cards, but he's actually giving me more card advantage. He's drawing... Wish for more wishes. Gain 2 wishes. Nice. He's getting 1 card per round, but so am I, but I get slightly more selection out of it. Give a friendly minion +3/+3.
Imagine, explore the rod of the sun. It's worth thousands.
We're not selling it.
I think the thing to do is just to go to face. That's an extra 6 damage. So what do I have on board? I have 10, 6, and then do I have enough mana for this? Yes, there we go. I have lethal. Druid is definitely one of those classes that you do have to constantly like do the math for lethal, because it can be surprising how much sudden burst you end up with. But there we go. Alright, completed the first one. This is normal difficulty, of course, not heroic.
Just down that hall.
We haven't unlocked heroic yet. We got to beat them first. So, Djinn of Zephyrs. Genie of Zephyrs. 5 casting cost neutral, 4/6. Whenever you cast a spell on another friendly minion, cast a copy of it on this one. Alright, you know, it's a powerful effect, but 4/6 for 5. I'd have to compare it. So I think it's a little low on the stats, maybe just 1 off. It is a really potent effect, but it's going to be something that gets killed really quickly. You need another friendly minion on the board, and you need to be able to cast a spell. I guess you could put this down on turn 5, and assuming it survives on turn 6, you could go minion spell or something like that. I don't know. This I love. Jeweled Scarab, 1/1, discover a 3-cost card. So this is your 2-drop. A 2-drop that's only a 1/1. I gotta admit, it's not great, but it guarantees that you have a 3 casting cost card for the next one. Yeah, I don't think it gives you enough board stick, and you lose out on your tempo. I don't know. It is nice in that, like, late in the game, it's still halfway decent, but yeah, I don't know. Let's go ahead and do the next level.
To the temple's vault. You handle the guard. I'll take care of the rest.
Blessing of the Sun. Passive hero power. Whoever controls the Rod of the Sun is immune. So, how do you gain control of the Rod of the Sun? I don't know. I'll play Ramp Druid again. It's got a lot of solutions to different things, right? Like, pure aggro can sometimes get screwed up by some of the mechanics in these adventure fights. Alright. So, it's a critter. Anyway, let's, actually, I'm gonna toss everything and mulligan hard for ramp. Even though starting with a Wrath in hand is good. Wow, I didn't get any ramp. Okay, what is this? Stupid pop-ups, let me read. Death Rattle. Surrender this to your opponent. So I have to kill the staff, and then it'll come to me, and then he'll try to kill it back. Interesting. So yeah, I don't think aggro is the right kind of deck to do this, because you're going to have to be spending a lot of your damage output killing this thing, which means you're probably going to run out of steam, run out of cards, and things like that. There is something he said about playing a class that can protect this, right? Playing, say, a priest. Priest doesn't care about early damage. You don't care if your opponent is invulnerable for a little while. Then you can heal this to keep it healthy on your side, although direct effects might still kill it. Not only that, priest has got some mind control abilities to take control of creatures with low power. It is actually probably the way to play. Let's try to play out this game, but it would not surprise me if a very simple priest deck would be the way to crush this. Wow, what a terrible, terrible hand. My god. Mulligan hard for some ramp, get no ramp. Okay, you're gonna give this thing taunt, which I already want to kill. This is terrible. I mean, I can use Wrath to kill this a little faster, but I don't actually have to rush it. Suppose I could just kill this with Wrath. That might not be a terrible idea. I mean, I like the card draw from Wrath, obviously. But let's make sure I don't die too quickly here. Now, as a druid, you do have, like, good quality late game stuff. Although I'm going to be drawing all my innervates at the end of the game here. Oh, you got the minimum. Oh, seriously? Alright, well, let's put out the best forecasting cost creature in the game. This is a crap hand. What is this? Death Rattle, deal 5 damage with heroes. So I want to be invulnerable by the time that happens. So I can set that up now. So let's do this. I could Loatheb, which would screw up maybe a spell that he may want to cast to kill this or something like that. But I think the thing to do, even though it's not quite mana efficient, would be to kill this thing. Kills a creature and deals 5 damage to him since I'm invulnerable. I like that. I still think Priest is going to be the way to do this. Oh, he's going to want to cast some spells. Well, there's a spell, which is going to kill the Rod of the Sun. And then another critter. Interesting. I like the shade. Now, I could clear most of the threats with the Force of Nature. This will explode as well. So that'll kill the Pyro. Actually, the Force of Nature is really... I mean, I could also Savage Roar, but... You know what? Let's use one of the Force of Natures. That's going to be fine. It's maybe a little bit excessive. So I can go 1, 2, 3. Then kill... Well, actually, as long as this suicides, it's all that matters. And then apply a little bit more damage to the staff so that it'll flip back to me. Okay, Flame Lance. That is a spell that exists. Again, that Loatheb would be quite nice to screw that up. I could go Ancient of Lore to get the card draw really quick, but I think, actually, the Aspirant plus Loatheb will actually be quite nice. Alright, given this +1 to attack and actually the ability to survive an attack from the Darnassus Aspirant is a little bit annoying. Another Shade. I have enough mana for the combo. And since this is not a player, I'm not concerned about doing, like, the surprise. So, we've got a good amount of stuff on the board, too. So let's go ahead and Force of Nature, Savage Roar. And let's see here. Guess I'll do that.
You might want to try to hang on to that rod. It's valuable.
Thank you. So how much damage could I do right now to his face? 11, 15, 19, 21. Not quite a kill. I'm indestructible, though. Did I count my own damage? Hold on. Well, that's still not going to be enough. Let me do that, since I won't take any damage, and he won't be able to kill the rod back. Actually, let me go ahead and do that, and then just attack face. That's fine. Alright, Flame Strike. Stuff still survived, though, actually, so that's not too bad. Getting a couple of shades down would be nice next turn. That would be an extra 6 damage, which actually does set up for lethal. Keeper of the Grove can also help with the extra 2 damage. Let's say something about the Ancient of Lore giving me some extra cards, which is good. Now, if he Flame Strikes again, that'll be slightly annoying, but hardly the end of the world.
I've got him on the ropes. You finish him off.
Uh-huh. Alright. Okay, Taunt Minion. That's okay. We can still deal 6 points of damage to you, though. Oh, there's lots of ways. Look at this. I could drop double, well, I was going to say Druid. This is not a Druid. To do 6 damage with charge and everything, but let's go ahead and finish you off with that. So these will be considerably more challenging on Heroic, obviously. We will need to go with, like, specialized decks. right? Not just use a generic sort of ladder deck. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random minion at the same cost. Alright, flavor text. Again, potent. It's not the sort of thing you want to cast naturally. It is hard to kill. That's 6 damage. Like, it's basically a 6 health taunt. Because your opponent has to kill this right away. Because next turn, you're going to start spamming out some stuff, but I doubt we'll see constructed decks with it. Arena, it might be swell, actually. Death Rattle, give a random friendly minion +3/+3. I mean, a 4/4 for 5 is really, really off stat-wise, right? Because you can get, like, a 4/5 for 4 with an ability these days. But +3/+3 is a really, really powerful. I'm going to like that guy in Arena. Again, probably not a constructed slot, but whatever. Alright. Oh, so we're not even fighting a person here. We're doing Temple Escape. Encounter new obstacles. I bet you this one's going to be really fun. Let's switch things up. Let's play Mech Mage. And I think pure aggro, it works on some of the adventure things, but a lot of times because of the mechanics slow things down. Pure aggro often doesn't work. This is interesting. So you have no cards. And you have no health. Interesting. And you have no mana crystals. Oh, okay. Of course, you get exactly what we put back. So my first turn play is going to be 0. That's really annoying. Do I even want, like, flame cannons and stuff? Turns to escape. I have 10 turns to escape.
You don't have time for that.
Whoa! Hide. Or do something. Does that kill one of my turns? Well, let's draw another card. Yeah. We can use more cards in a weenie deck like this. So, I could just flame cannon and kill it. That doesn't give me a board presence. He can't currently kill the Snow Chugger, though. How do you escape? Fuck it. Snow Chugger. Alright, now you got a 2/7. Attack me then. How do I escape? Should I attack him? I don't know, I guess it's same overall, but I'll go with that. I could put down 2 little guys, but I actually think the Harvest Golem is better. But yeah, do I attack face?
That's not a valid target.
Do I just have to clear their board? So I guess we'll do that. We'll heal my health back up. Actually, I have no idea how to escape. Or do I just have to survive until that? Oh! Oh, that might be it. I might literally just have to survive for 10 turns. What the hell is this thing? That is large. What is this? The end of your turn, destroy the minion to the left. Oh. So, let's do that. Because the new guy... Oh, will still come in over there. I thought he'd come in on the right-hand side. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to Fire Blast him, and then Frostbolt him to freeze him down. Oh, you should just play, like, Freeze Mage in this.
Okay, the rumbling's getting worse. The whole ceiling collapses next turn.
Alright, I'm going to go for face.
That's a nice statue. Oh, it's such a shiny ruby.
Draw 2 cards. My cards are all cheap. I want lots of stuff.
I think he wants his gem back.
Oh! I should have left it alone instead of creating a 10/10. Frack. Okay, Anoyotron will soak an attack, so that's good. Pilot Shredder's always good, but I might just want to put out a ton of little crap. Actually, it would be really nice if the Flame Cannon killed one of these off. So we're gonna Flame Cannon. Okay. Annoyotron, so we don't die too quickly. Oh, tell me this didn't switch to be the right. No, it's still to the left. Okay. I could probably give this thing Taunt, though. Play sort of a zoo deck with lots of, you know... Ah! Does that just kill everything? Okay. That's fine, actually. That worked out perfectly fine. Let's play this one on curve. There's a few other plays I could make. I could go Piloted Shredder, Cogmaster, Armor Plating something. I could go with Spider Tank, Arcane Intellect. No, I like the idea of the Piloted Sky Golem. This is my fat creature in this deck. I might have a Dr. Boom, I don't remember. So you played a 5/10. Again, we are low on Taunt. So mostly I'm just using all my creatures to sort of attempt to control the board. If I go and Clockwork Knight and Armor Plating this thing, it'll now have enough health to survive an attack there. What'd you give me this time? The end of your turn, summon the 1/1 Scarab Taunt. Right.
It's pretty dark in there, but I'm sure this will get us out faster. Let's go.
On my map, it just says don't go here.
Take the shortcut, so we get a 7/7 War Golem on the board, but one less turn. No, I'll do nothing. It's fine. That is totally fine. Because we are actually doing okay. Think the thing to do here. I guess I can clear with the ping as well. But I'm going to want to save the mana. So let's do this. That. If I'm going to play the Azure Drake, I should have played it first. What did I get here? Oh, the Light Spawn. Should have played it first because it might have given me a card that changes my game plan. It doesn't, but I'm going to want to cast that rather than the Spider Tank. Okay, 3 more turns. What do you give me this time?
Getting hot. We need to hurry.
At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Alright, that's fine. You can freeze a minion. That doesn't help us here. May as well just kill this guy. We've got a lot of attack power on the board and nothing to do with it. We've got no one to attack. I could ping my own stuff. I may not even play a creature down because we might get another ceiling collapse that we can't do anything about. Tell you what, I'll put down a Piloted Shredder because at least if it dies, I still get a dude.
Why is it always bugs?
10/3, Giant Insects. 1 more turn to survive. So you can come in and hit me for 20, which currently isn't enough to kill me. But we can just go ahead and clear. And again, I will just keep things in my hand.
Almost there. I can
So unless he's got something crazy on this turn that does, 21 points of damage. No, there we go. Well, that was actually really interesting. I should do this again on Heroic right away.
Oh, I never thought I'd be happy to see this desert. Oh, I think I need water.
Shaman card. After you play a Battle Cry minion, deal 2 damage to random enemy. Ooh. Oh, I like that. A 2/6 for 4. That's a pretty sticky minion. That is hard to get off the board. You have to build a Battle Cry-oriented Shaman deck, which is interesting. So this doesn't trigger off your totems. It does trigger off the guy who summons more totems. And obviously there's lots of neutrals with Battle Cry. It triggers off your Fire Elementals. That's actually going to be a really good card for Shaman, I think. Sacred Trial. What is this? A Paladin card, right? Yeah, Secret. When your opponent has at least 3 minions and plays another, destroy it. So it destroys the new one. Only if they have at least 3 minions in play already. So the 4th minion just gets destroyed. That is pretty situational. That is very, very, very situational. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Paladin Secret decks have better than that going on. So we got the first part of the Staff of Origination. And we've got Reno Jackson, a legendary. 4/6 for 6. Battlecry, if your Deck contains no more than one of any card. Fully heal your hero. Oh my god! It's the return of the Highlander decks. This is one of my formats that I really enjoyed playing in Magic the Gathering. A Highlander deck was, there can only be one of any card, except basic land. You can have multiple copies, obviously, of, basic lands. But other than that, every single card in your deck had to be unique, which was a big deal in Magic the Gathering because normally you could have 4 copies of a card in a deck. This is a little bit less of an issue in Hearthstone because Hearthstone's already capped to 2 of anything, right? So now as you're going from 2 to 1, and especially if you're playing sort of a legendary-oriented deck, you can only have one of a legendary in there already. I love it. This is great. I'm definitely going to make a deck that uses him. That's fantastic. Ancient Shade. Shuffle an Ancient Curse into your deck that deals 7 damage to you when drawn. So this is a 7/4 for 4 that at some point will hit you for 7. I don't like it. This is very squishy. This Ancient Shade, I mean, as a 4 casting cost creature, by the time you get out something with a 4 casting cost, it's not going to be difficult for your opponent to deal 4 damage to your Ancient Shade, taking it out of the running instantly. So at best, it might trade 1 for 1 for a card, right? So many things will just kill this without any effort, and then you've got a Time Bomb in your own goddamn deck. What the hell? If it was a 4/7 or 6/5 for 4, that might be a whole nother thing. But like, you put this down, you get swiped. You put this down, you get frostbolted plus pinged. You put this down, you get killed by any minion that's got 4 attack, or a couple of minions that have 2 attack. What? Shuffle an Ancient Curse into your deck that deals 7 damage to you when drawn. Like, I'm reading that right? This card is awful? Ugh. Yay! Oh, class challenges. Oh, I should really do that. Hello. Well, that was fun. Again, I'm looking forward to playing through that on Heroic and doing the class challenges, but we're going to wrap up this video here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I didn't make too many horrible misplays, and normal difficulty is very forgiving. Heroic, that's a whole other thing. Like, if we look here, so it'll unlock all of them, we don't get the stats here. He is immune while controlling the Rod of the Sun. We are no longer immune. Plus, he probably starts off with more health, and he probably has more powerful cards in his deck. What's this variant? When draw a card, gain a mana crystal, give your opponent a wish. Ah, okay. So this ability, in addition to giving him a card, also gives him a mana crystal. So we are no longer... We're still going to get more card advantage out of his ability than he's getting, because we get to pick from 3 and pick the best one for the situation. But he's going to be ramping up his mana at the same time. And again, he'll probably have stronger cards in his deck, and he might start with more health. Heroic mode is fun and challenging, and I love it. In most of these dungeons, these adventures, the normal ones can almost all be beaten with like just a regular kind of ladder deck, except unless there's a really bizarre mechanic. But Heroic almost always needs very specific, specialized deck construction. And the class challenges are always a real hoot because they give you a pre-made deck and you've got to win with that. And it's usually pre-made to show off a new mechanic. So I'll probably do these next time. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye.